What if I told you the richest man in the history of the world, a man worth almost $850 billion, lives in a house that costs less than a used Toyota? That's not a typo. Elon Musk, $850 billion, tiny house. But wait, before you think he's some kind of saint, this man also owns a private jet worth $78 million that flies at nearly the speed of sound, a car collection featuring a literal James Bond submarine, and once launched his personal sports car into space. So what's really going on? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the most paradoxical billionaire lifestyle on the planet. This is how Elon Musk actually lives. Chapter 1. The net worth, a number that breaks your brain. Let's start with the basics, and by basics, I mean absolutely mind-bending numbers. As of February 2026, Elon Musk's net worth sits at approximately $850 billion. That's not just the richest person alive, that's the richest person in all of recorded human history. Forbes has confirmed he's already smashed through the $500 billion, $600 billion, $700 billion, and $800 billion milestones, all within the last few months. To put that in perspective, if you spent $1 million every single day, it would take you over 2,300 years to spend what Musk is worth. And here's the kicker. Prediction markets currently give him a 75% chance of becoming the world's first trillionaire still in 2026, not 2027, this year. So what lit the rocket fuel under his valuation? On February 2nd, 2026, SpaceX merged with his AI company, xAI, to form the world's most valuable private company, worth a combined $1.25 trillion. And the stated reason for the merger is almost science fiction. Musk wants to move AI data centers off the Earth entirely and launch them into orbit. 1 million satellites powered by the sun, computing the world's AI from space. We're going to come back to that in Chapter 7 because that concept alone explains why investors have gone completely insane over his valuation. His roughly 43% ownership stake in that combined entity alone is worth over $530 billion. Add his Tesla holdings, X, Neuralink, and The Boring Company, and you've got an empire so massive, it makes most countries look broke. Chapter 2. Where does he actually live? Okay, here's where things get weird. This is the part that breaks everyone's brain. The richest man alive, worth almost $850 billion, lives somewhere between a $49,500 foldable prefab house and a modest $50,000 ranch property owned by SpaceX right next to the Starbase rocket launch site in Boca Chica, Texas. The iconic boxable casita, just 375 square feet, now serves mainly as his guest house while he bounces between it and the humble SpaceX-owned ranch nearby. His former partner Grimes confirmed the vibe. She said at times his lifestyle was, quote, below the poverty line. His mattress literally got a hole in it and he refused to replace it. But wait, it wasn't always like this. Before his minimalist era, Musk owned 7 mansions in Bel Air, Los Angeles. We're talking a 20,000 square foot estate with 9 bathrooms, a gym, a home theater, and a tennis court. He also owned the former home of legendary actor Gene Wilder and a 16,000 square foot estate in Hillsborough, California. At one point, his LA real estate portfolio was valued at nearly $100 million. Then, in 2020, he tweeted that he was selling almost everything, and he actually did it. His philosophy, possessions weigh you down. Smart man or the world's greatest troll? You decide. Chapter 3. The car collection, from Bond to outer space. Now let's talk about cars, because this is where Elon's inner gearhead truly comes out. His daily drivers are various Tesla models, the Model S Plaid, Model 3, Model X. He uses early release versions to personally test features before launch. But his real collection, that's a different story entirely. In 1999, fresh from selling his first company, Zip2, 28-year-old Elon Musk walked into a dealership and bought a McLaren F1, one of only 106 ever made, for $1 million. He famously crashed it without insurance while showing it off to PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. His joke was, it didn't have autopilot. Then there's his 1967 Jaguar E-Type, a car that Enzo Ferrari himself called the most beautiful car ever made. Musk bought it for around $100,000 and still calls it his dream machine. And then the crown jewel, the actual Lotus Esprit submarine car from the 1977 James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. He bought it at auction in 2013 for $900,000 after a fierce bidding war. His plan? To retrofit it with Tesla electric parts and actually make it work underwater. Classic Musk. Oh, and let's not forget, in 2018, SpaceX launched Musk's personal red Tesla Roadster into space on a Falcon Heavy rocket, complete with a dummy called Starman in the driver's seat. That car is now orbiting the sun at 11 kilometers per second, technically the fastest car in the universe. Only Elon Musk. Chapter 4. The Private Jet Fleet, Flying Like a Supervillain. Private jets. This is where Musk stops pretending to be frugal. He owns a fleet of Gulfstream aircraft, and not just one. His star attraction is a Gulfstream G700, the largest, most luxurious private jet money can buy, which set him back a cool $78 million. And here's the detail that blows people's minds. This machine flies at nearly Mach 0.925, just a whisker away from the speed of sound. Inside, 5 separate living areas, 2 full bathrooms, 20 oval windows, a bedroom suite, a full kitchen, and seating for up to 19 passengers. This thing is basically a supersonic flying luxury apartment. He also owns multiple Gulfstream G550s, each worth around $14 million, capable of flying over 6,000 miles non-stop. In 2023 alone, Musk spent over 48 days in the air. His defense? Not flying privately would drastically cut my work hours. And you know what? When you're running Tesla, SpaceX, xAI, Neuralink, and The Boring Company simultaneously, maybe he's got a point. The combined value of his jet fleet, nearly $200 million before maintenance and crew costs. Chapter 5. Watches, Jewelry, and Luxury Accessories. Musk isn't really a flashy jewelry guy, but he has a few notable pieces. He wears an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the iconic watch with its hexagonal bezel, worth around $50,000. It's actually a relatively subtle flex in billionaire circles. But the most unique piece in his collection, a one-of-a-kind diamond and ruby ring gifted to him by celebrity jeweler Ben Baller as a thank you for Tesla creating 50,000 jobs in the US. The ring spells out Tesla in the brand's iconic colors. Never replicated, never sold. Literally priceless. Chapter 6. Holidays and Travel. Always working, always moving. Here's the truth about Elon Musk's vacations. He barely takes them. The man has openly said he works up to 120 hours a week. He reportedly sleeps just 6 hours a night, often on the factory floor at Tesla or SpaceX. When he does travel, it's almost always for business. His jets shuttle him between Boca Chica, Austin, Silicon Valley, and international destinations. He's been spotted at high-profile tech events, political gatherings at Mar-a-Lago, and even at the World Cup final. One of his hobbies when he's in California, he has no house there anymore, so he crashes at friends' places. He once emailed former Google CEO Larry Page saying, "I don't know where to stay tonight. Can I crash at your place?" The richest man on earth sleeping on a friend's couch. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.
If you're starting a company, you need to work super hard and then just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. I go to sleep, I wake up, I work, go to sleep, wake up, work, do that 7 days a week. I'll have to do that for a while. No choice.
Chapter 7. The biggest flex of all, his companies. But here's what sets Elon Musk apart from every other billionaire on the planet. His ultimate luxury isn't a yacht, a mansion, or a Rolex collection. It's his vision. And right now, that vision is reshaping the entire tech industry. Remember that orbital data center plan I teased in Chapter 1? Here's the full story. Musk's core argument is this: the AI revolution needs insane amounts of electricity. Data centers are already pushing power grids to the limit. In some areas near xAI's facilities in Tennessee, electricity bills for regular consumers have jumped by hundreds of %. His solution? Get off the planet entirely. SpaceX has filed with the FCC to launch up to 1 million satellites, not for internet, not for GPS, but to serve as AI supercomputers in orbit, powered entirely by the sun. In space, solar panels are up to 8 times more efficient than on Earth, with nearly continuous sunlight in the right orbit. And instead of water cooling towers like on the ground, orbital data centers use giant radiator panels to emit heat into space, while Amazon and Microsoft are draining rivers and groundwater across the American Southwest, India, and Australia just to keep their servers from overheating. Microsoft alone used 10.4 billion liters of water in 2024, and that number is set to nearly triple by 2030. Musk's orbital data centers would use zero water, not a single drop. His competition is fighting over the last fresh water reserves on Earth. Musk is building in space. That's the contrast. That's the Elon Musk flex. The physics work, and Musk himself said at Davos in January 2026, the lowest cost to put AI will be in space, and that will be true within 2 years, maybe 3 at the latest. Critics say it'll take until the 2030s. Musk says 2027. Either way, it's this bet that has investors throwing money at SpaceX like nothing we've ever seen before.
Tesla is revolutionizing the car industry. X is the world's digital town square. Neuralink is connecting brains to computers. The Boring Company is killing traffic, but the orbital AI grid, a constellation of 1 million space-based supercomputers, that is potentially the most valuable business ever conceived. This is Elon Musk's real lifestyle. Not a house, not a watch, an empire with its headquarters pointed at the stars. So there you have it, the most paradoxical lifestyle in the history of human wealth. A man who sleeps in a $50,000 box but flies a $78 million jet that travels at near the speed of sound, who sold his $100 million mansion portfolio but launched his personal car into orbit, who eats at fast food and crashes on friends' couches, but who prediction markets give a 75% chance of becoming the world's first trillionaire still in 2026. Love him or hate him, you cannot deny. Nobody does billionaire quite like Elon Musk. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more inside looks at the world's most extreme lifestyles. Drop a comment below. Do you think Musk is genuinely minimalist, or is the tiny house the biggest PR stunt in history? I'll see you in the next one.